Hello, I'm Thomas W. Case, American poet and author. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm promoting my books and doing some poetry readings. My latest book is called Sleep Always Calls. It's currently available on Amazon.com. I'll read a few poems from it. My book, Seedy Town Blues Collected Poems, is also on Amazon.com, as well as my book, It's Just a Hop, Skip, and a Jump to the Madhouse. Here's a poem from my latest book, Sleep Always Calls. I'm reading it off another computer, so it's a little tricky here. I've been to the bitter dark place where dreams are decorations in dilapidated houses, buildings haunted by the ghosts of spring. I tasted the wine of whores and convicts there. I prayed with the broken and wasted. I spent days and months, almost forever, with the feral men and women of America in homes not fit for fleas. Then one cosmic day, while the wounded slept, I chased a beautiful moth that escaped the flame. And that has made all the difference. All right, this one's called Bubba. I believe it's also in the latest book. Let's see if I can do this right. There's an old gray cat that wanders the neighborhood, neutered and wild green eyes. He's confident and thick. Doesn't trust humans but loves tuna. I don't blame him. I have 3 female cats that watch him through the window, wiggling their slim tails. He couldn't care less. I call him Bubba. His head is the size of a grapefruit. Half of one ear is gone. I put food out for him. He waits until I go inside to eat it. He's tough, lived a rough life. I can tell. I've been there. Some of the same back roads like him, slept in similar alleys. But no one has taken my balls yet. All right. This one is called No More Feathered Quills. It's a different age now. I used to write my poetry on scraps of paper or napkins, paper sacks, whatever was handy. One time I wrote a poem on a paper plate, around in a circle. I get dizzy thinking about it. They always got lost or beer spilled on them. My girlfriend blew her nose on a sonnet. Now I keep all my poetry and short stories on the computer. A file for this, a folder for that. I have to use a password and a PIN. It has to be something important to me or I'll forget it. Lowercase, uppercase, symbols, numbers. It's enough to drive me batty. Actually, it's a short putt. Summer's coming soon, so I thought some golf humor would be appropriate. The things that used to be important to me aren't anymore. Booze, drugs, having a woman around. I like to think I've gained some wisdom with age. Passwords, ugh. I can't tell you what's important to me now. You might hack into my computer and steal my poetry, my pretty posy. Sorry, I'm kind of screwing these up because I'm having to look at that computer. Let me do one from Seedy Town Blues, Collected Poems. This one's called Well Versed in Delirium. She left me like Brutus, like Caesar, like a shark attack. My back was bent and bleeding. I was well versed in delirium. She had the electricity shut off the day after she abandoned me, and I drank my way into a new oblivion. There were kittens in the wall, shadows tall and hot, and I was well versed in delirium. I stole 4 locos from the convenience store, but not enough to keep the goblins at bay. They chased me through my nightmare, molested me at dawn. The elixir exorcised the monsters, but I often misplaced it in the dryer or fireplace. Meat began to rot in the freezer, and I was well versed in delirium. My moon-flowered brain thought the cat tree was a person. I paced the floor and talked to it. I asked questions, sought solace. Degradation of the mind reached critical mass, and I landed in the psych ward again. The bats brought seizures and cheesecake and yogurt berry parfaits that were to die for. I was well versed in delirium. This is I wish my fears would migrate. Fear is like the shadow of a bat, larger than life. I taste the rabid nightmares. They poison my soul. Anger masks fear. I hear the harpy scream in my feeble brain, and my faith is small as a grain of sand, growing slowly over time. I am Thomas W. Case. The latest book is called Sleep Always Calls. It's available on Amazon.com. Seedy Town Blues Collected Poems is available on Amazon.com. And It's Just a Hop, Skip to the Jump is also on Amazon.com. My website is www.thomaswcase.com. And let me do one more poem. Hopefully it's not one that I have to scroll on here. Let's see. That's too much scrolling. How about He Who Troubles His Own House? Let's see if I can get this queued up here. She had these little cups of coffee for eyes, and I should have stayed up all night. Love is a drunk whore, a lie from Saturn. Venus slithers back in the ocean where you belong. Loneliness is a knife cutting my balls off. Knowledge arrived with an alarm clock from hell. Always the wrong fucking time. Slammed doors. Words of hatred. What happens to the man that inherits the wind? All right, I'm Thomas W. Case. Sleep Always Calls is the latest book. Thank you very much.